Hey guys, welcome back to my ball python spotlight series. And this girl has the award for being the blackest ball python in the collection. She doesn't have a formal name, but she is a Pastel Mahogany Gargoyle. And a Gargoyle is an allelic combo from the Cinnamon 8-ball complex, which is a Gargoyle is a het red xanthic gene and a cinnamon gene. She also has Mahogany, which is another dark gene, and she is Pastel. I would assume she's pretty black, but she has like some sort of kind of white markings on her back. I would assume if Pastel wasn't in there, she'd be even darker. But she's really cool. I mean, there's like a spot here, there's like one spot there, and as you can see, the belly on the side kind of is mottled a little bit, but other than that, she's, as you can see, just pretty much black, and she's the closest to black that any of my ball pythons are. She's still, I would say, an extremely dark brown, like an extremely dark mocha color. I wouldn't even say that she's necessarily black under the right light, and I don't know if you're gonna see it there, but she is really cool. She's really different because most ball pythons have a little bit of pattern here and there, and other than like a blue-eyed Lucy that's all white, she's the closest that I have here to being completely black, completely patternless, and she even has nice black eyes if the camera will pick that up. And I guess you probably will never get all black out of ball pythons because I don't think there's a way to make their bellies completely black. Like, kind of like a blue-eyed Lucy makes the snake all white. I don't know if there's a way to make the bellies on these guys black, but the white bellies kind of makes a really cool contrast between the dark on top and the, there we go, the dark up top and the white underneath. But she will probably end up being part of my urban camo project once she's big enough. I was trying to add to see what an urban camo looks like using the het red xanthic gene, if there's any difference, but also adding Mahogany into there since it is a darker gene itself. I haven't seen or heard of any urban camos that have Mahogany in it. It's, you know, when you're already trying to hit a ton of genes for an urban camo, it's hard to kind of fold in other genes into it. So with her, getting a Mahogany gene into that project, I think will probably be beneficial because with the Super Pastel, I think the urban camos I produced this year, they were all Super Pastel because both parents are Super Pastel, and I think that having a Super Pastel urban camo does a lot for the combo because it creates a bigger range of tones in there. The urban camos that are just single gene pastel kind of are all the same color. They're really close to just black and white. When you have Super Pastel in there, it adds some more silver and gray tones in there, and it actually makes it look more like the actual camo, urban camo itself. So I'm wondering if putting Mahogany into that with Super Pastel will kind of maybe darken the darks while the Super Pastel lightens the lights. So that's why when I got her, I wanted her to have Pastel, but also, Mahogany in there too. Plus, she's, like I said, she's HRA, so het red xanthic, so it's another gene to fold in there. Instead of making 8 balls, which are black pastel cinnamon, we can make Gargoyle urban camos, which would hopefully be pretty cool. I think I saw a previous listing where somebody said it was possible the snake was Gargoyle urban camo, but they weren't sure, and I wouldn't be sure with this combo either because if I got 3 urban camos out of the set and they all look the same, there'd be no way for me to say yes for sure this is an HRA, because our Gargoyle is an allelic combo, meaning it's kind of acts like a super. So it has cinnamon and HRA, and this snake will pass on cinnamon or HRA to every single offspring. So, it's guaranteed to pass on one of those genes, but I don't know which gene it's going to be. It's kind of your 50-50 shot of getting each one of them. But She is the absolute darkest ball python I have. She's probably around 1,000 grams, so she may be able to go by the middle to late of the season next year, assuming she keeps eating well. But she's not going to sit still. But she has really, really black eyes. It's really cool. The color of it, her look, not the color because they're different. She kind of looks like an olive python, if you guys have seen those. The way it reminds me of how the darker color up top kind of hits the belly. But so, she's really cool. She's a good big part of the Urban Camo project here, and she's growing good. She's only a live eater, unfortunately, but she's at least eating every time I feed her, and she's not being picky. So, and as you can see, she's extremely active. And that's it for her. I think we have maybe one more female in this complex, and I don't even know if I'm going to breed her to the Urban Camo male because she's possible het pied, so I might end up breeding her to a pied male. And she's been really picky with food too, so we'll show her next, and then we'll show you guys Danky Kang, who is the male who produced some Urban Camos for us this year. So thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.